Am I the asshole for begging my girlfriend to uphold a sexist tradition just so she can make a good first impression? I have a big family that's incredibly close. We have big family dinners every few months where we all meet at my great-grandfather's estate and eat together. Typically how this works is that the women go cook for the time they're there and the men don't, which I am fully aware it's sexist as hell. That being said, I am one of the youngest people in family and my protests mean literally nothing. Some of those women choose not to cook. However, this is usually met with a level of ostracizing. The women who don't cook are lives and long-term girlfriends, so they kinda already have a good family relationship doctored in. When I have seen new partners not cook, it's gone bad. Like completely ostracized, not speaking, cattiness, rudeness, etc. This dinner will be in 2 weeks and my girlfriend was asked if she would attend. Initially she said yes, which is great. I want for her to meet everyone and for everyone to get used to her being around. But when I explained to her the tradition, she was understandably bothered. I told her that I understood where she was coming from. However, it was best for everyone if she just played along. I told her this isn't a permanent thing and that I am only asking her to do this so that she can avoid bad treatment from the rest of the family. This is her first impression and I don't think it's best if we cause waves. She told me that it's unacceptable and that if she has to do that she will not be going. I've tried to find a compromise with her on this, but she won't budge and she's pissed at me. She told me that if I think it's acceptable to make her do this, I'm just as bad as everyone else. Well, my point is that she needs to make a good first impression. Am I the asshole for telling my husband that I no longer want to be involved with anything regarding his child? I, 26 female, have been married to my husband, 27 male, for 4 years, and he has a child age 6 from a previous relationship. The kiddo stays with the baby mama in a different province. Right, so on to the current issue. X says, for as long as I know my hubby been a bit for a problem, and I'll give you a lot of time examples. Lead about the kid being deathly ill and on life support. Provided a fake hospital bill in regard to the above. Lead to my father-in-law about hubby paying child support, so she was receiving money from both my hubby and father-in-law. Lead to both my father-in-law and I about hubby knocking her up again when she visited previously. Lead to my in-laws about hubby hiding the kid's birthday certificate. Performs every few months about how she cannot manage and is sending the kiddo to live with us. Demands money on top of the child support she is receiving. That's just a few things off the top of my head. I tried speaking to hubby today, and I basically told him that he needs to grow a spine because she truly does take advantage at times, and he got upset with me and said that I'm disrespectful. But here's the thing. The kid's school fees and child support are paid every single month without fail. Yet she always demands more and hubby always just gives in even if it will negatively affect us. I'm not saying that he should not support the kid, he most definitely should do that, it is his responsibility. My problem lies with the fact that she cannot hold a job, and even when she does have one, the tantrums and money stories never end. It's never a question for help, it's you need to pay for eyes. Previously, and I used to give advice, he would tell me I'm not a parent. So I don't know. Lately, if I speak up or give advice, he just gets annoyed with me and I apparently have no way of speaking. He literally just refuses to grow a backbone when it comes to her. I've had it up to the end of time with this behavior from both of them, and he just can't understand that she is completely taking advantage of him. But I digress. I've told hubby many times to rather not involve me, as it's a subject of contention and time again, I have broken the boundary to give him comfort or to listen to him vent. And I'm just tired of being made out to be the bad guy that knows nothing. So I told hubby today that I am standing firm on my decision this time, and I will not longer be breaking my boundary. So he is salty. Edit 1. Many people are assuming that I have an issue with the kid, and I genuinely do not. I love her so much. I am literally just tired of being on her and treated like an idiot because I didn't push out a baby, as well as the fact that she is constantly disrespectful towards my hubby. We have no other issues besides this. When I said I no longer want to be involved, it meant taking my support away from hubby because he turns all kinds of support into something negative. Edit 2. Thank you to everyone for your input. I can't respond to all comments, so I'm just going to break down majority of what I've been receiving. Firstly, I am not pregnant, so I'm not sure where some people are getting this idea. Secondly, the main issue is not financial support. At the end of the day, it's his duty to financially support his child, then I will never ask him to stop. My issue lies with him constantly letting his baby mama bully him, and in extension me. In regards to sending extra money whenever she asks, it's over the silliest of things and she never gives us a heads up. She randomly requests money for things that she can literally sort out herself and I usually don't mind, but he just started a new job after being unemployed for 2 months due to no fault of his own, and I really need help at home because I was trying to carry everything on my own. But I also feel that when she asks for extra cash and he sends even a portion of it has opened up an entire avenue for a new issue. I need more help than I am getting. I don't think it's fair to me that he complains and complains and complains, yet when I offer solutions I'm brushed off or he gets upset. I love him, he's a good man, but this woman literally has him by the balls and I'm sick of just being ignored when it comes to this. I don't have to have given birth to have common sense. Am I the asshole for telling my sister-in-law she was stupid and prone to miscarriages? I, 25 female, have been married to my husband for 2 years. We recently got our first home and are officially homeowners, so a few weeks ago, he decided to throw a big party with family and friends. We did have a bunch of alcohol drinks and mixed drinks, but I had them separated BC my sister-in-law is 3 months pregnant. My sister-in-law has had 4 miscarriages in the past. It's heart-wrenching, and I feel horrible for her. I've always been supportive. She has a form of PCOS. Anyways, at the party, I had told sister-in-law that the non-alcohol drinks were in the indoor fridge, and to feel free to make herself virgin drinks if she liked. On the table outside, I had mixed drinks outside, and in the outside cooler. Long short, sister-in-law ended up getting trashed. A week later, miscarried. She's been blaming my husband and I since early January for this, sending us hateful messages, spamming my phone, saying one of us must have mixed up the drinks, which didn't happen. When it first occurred, I told her I was so sorry, but it wasn't our fault. We had other guests who were drinking and I had made her aware of where the other drinks were. 2 days ago she tried pulling that stuff again when we ran into her while at my mother-in-law, and again said it and followed me through the house arguing with me. I suddenly blew and said, "You're the stupid one for not listening when I told you where the non-alcoholic drinks are." D for continuing to drink because she had to have realized she was getting drunk. And CBC, you're already prone to miscarriages due to your conditions. This isn't our fault. She broke down in tears, crying and wailing, saying, "I wasn't sensitive. I was a horrible person. My mother-in-law asked us to leave. My husband and I feel bad for her miscarrying, but she has been harassing us for weeks." Sister-in-law texted me off brother-in-law number because we blocked her, saying how she couldn't believe I was calling her stupid when her misfortune happened due to my party, how I needed to apologize, and how I've never been pregnant so I'll never understand, and how alcohol feels different during pregnancy, how I was uneducated. Mother-in-law is backing her up. Am I the asshole for forcing my daughters to share a birthday party? I'm a single mom to triplets, 15 female, 15 female, 15 female. Usually for our birthdays I give them 150 us each to take their friends for dinner, and they go to different restaurants. For their sweet 16 they want a big party with a DJ, a venue and lots of invites. A venue would be around 500 us, and with all the additional things like decorations, DJ invites, food, it would be around 1201 for us, and that's the cheapest we can do. I can afford that once, but they want 3 individual parties, which would be over 4,000 us. I can't really afford 4,000 us for birthday parties, so I told them no. I could throw 3 smaller parties, but it would be a huge hassle deciding who gets to have the party on their actual birthday, as I can't plan 3 parties in one day, and they have a lot of common family friends. I was willing to do it anyway, but a smaller party means no venue, no DJ, cheaper food and drinks, and my daughters aren't okay with that. I've tried explaining to them I can't afford it, but they just told me to get an extra job. One of them is mad they can't have their own sweet 16s. I told them the budget was $1,200 and they could figure out how to spend it. Should I get an extra job? Am I the asshole for cheating my coworker out of a free meal? I, 28 male, work with this woman Lydia, 24 female, who has a very annoying habit. She has a dating profile that she uses specifically to lure guys to buying her expensive dinners at restaurants she wants to try and then ghosts them. Lydia brags about this all the time and is never interested in actually dating, but she act like it to sell it. I can't stand this because it's playing with people's hearts, but Lydia thinks of it as a life hack to try food or drinks she otherwise couldn't afford. My friend Daniel, 32 male, is also on dating sites, but for the right reasons. His late wife died a few years ago, and he's just started jumping back into the dating scene. Daniel's a very sweet guy, and I really want him to find a great lady for him. A few days ago, he texted me asking if I knew Lydia. They matched. Dan got to talking about work, which is how he found out we worked at the same place. I told him all about Lydia's BS with the restaurant thing, and made it very clear to him he would do best to drop things with her early on. Daniel said he'd probably still do the date, but ask for separate checks. Well, they went out this past weekend, and on Monday Lydia came into work very upset. I asked her how her date with Daniel went, and she ripped into me asking if I was the one who told him not to pay for her dinner. Apparently she had Daniel take her to a high-end steakhouse and she ended up splurging. She got a drink, a full entree with a side, and dessert where Daniel just ordered a sandwich and salad. Her bill alone came to $70 something, and she was almost in tears at work as she didn't expect to pay for it, and now her car was low on gas. I got a little upset too as she tried to use my friend as a literal meal ticket, but somehow she doesn't see it that way. Daniel told me later the date was going kind of well until he asked for separate checks, and then Lydia just got weirdly cold. So now Lydia's mad at me because I told someone about her little tactic and it backfired on her. I don't feel like I did anything wrong since it was a grieving friend I was protecting, but some other people we work with said I should have stayed out of it because it was none of my business. Please leave your comments down below to any of today's stories. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.